better, it's just getting worse. They'll stick you up for.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rants and Tangents Podcast with Daryl Smith Jr.
And Clarence Ray Parker, the third.
Wow.
I don't know why everything is funny.
You giggly.
Because I'm a cat
He's saying his whole name.
today. Kitty essence.
What's the ears about? Can you?
No, I just think they're cute.
Oh yeah, those not
They're
fire.
leaves. Leaves and flowers.
But it's cat
In the
ears.
shape of cat ears?
Yeah.
Doesn't that not make it cat ears if they're something else?
They're cat ears.
Okay.
They're wild
So-
ears.
They're wild cat ears, yeah.
Wow. Whatever
Hey,
you
I'm
want
just
to
trying
put a spin on
trying to
it.
give some
Anyway,
credence to it.
we're back, y'all. Thank you for tuning in once again to another week of our antics.
Yes, we back again.
Yep.
Our oxymoronic flow, our tangents,
You know,
and the seldom rants that we tend to have.
seldom. Them shit.
was to
The
be-
whole last episode sounded like a whole tangent.
I don't think I
Did you
listened
listen to it?
the whole episode yet.
Oh man, the
It
whole
was-
last
Probably
episode
listened
was
to
a
the first
tangent.
20
It
minutes.
did.
That shit, we was going everywhere.
We really were.
I put rabbit holes.
It was good though. You did,
Yeah.
and it was.
No,
right
that's
on
fit. That's
point.
fitting. Rabbit holes, tangents. But yeah, man.
All right, so this week, Ray's guy, Chris Brown.
Brisk Breezy.
Brisk Breezy?
Yeah, he's
What's
blood.
the brisk?
He's blood.
Oh, he's blood.
Is
Is that
he?
true?
On blood in them. Y'all ain't know that?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
gracious. Wait a minute.
You ain't know that? He's from Brompton.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely. How y'all ain't know that?
That nigga's not from no Compton. He's
Because
from
he dyed his
Virginia.
hair blind and stuff, and like.
No, he's from
mohawks
Virginia.
all the
Damn near
time.
every celebrity that moves to LA ends up with some gang
Hold on,
affiliation.
player. I got to look up Chris Brown's status. now.
Chris Brown is from Brompton. He's a blood. Y'all ain't know that?
No.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes, Chris Brown's a blood.
Where'd you hear this at?
Nigga, he don't publicize it, but that's the whole shtick. Check him and Soulja Boy
really?
beef out.
Is that what that was
Soulja Boy
about?
beef?
No, it wasn't about that, but they was showing their
LA
gang
Bloods
affiliation.
respond to Chris Brown's use. I'm not getting into all this
See?
hot new hip hop shit. Well, he got charged with rape in Paris this week. Blood or not, that shit ain't doing nothing for you right now.
Not lit. Not lit.
Where are we at? First of all, let's reserve judgment, right? We're right there, we don't know what happened. Well, I'm going to reserve judgment. A guy like Chris Brown, having his background, right? Could a person strategically pick him to allege something against with thoughts of future gains? Now, I'm not sure how you could get a future gain if you falsely charge him or falsely accuse him of rape, but what could a strategy be? Why would I falsely accuse Chris Brown of rape?
He's a millionaire. Money.
But how am I sure that I'm gonna get money? I do the criminal charges, right? And say if the criminal finds that nothing happened, then I'm probably not gonna get nothing.
I think the
civil.
publicity-
That's what I was going to say.
I think the publicity
plays a part.
behind it and the money, the
You
financial
think people
gain.
get money when they come out with stuff like this?
Yes,
They
absolutely.
do, yeah.
You know how
tabloids
many
and
people
everything,
settle
yeah.
out of court so they don't have to go through the
For
proceedings?
sure.
Yeah, all right. Now, if he ultimately settles, that's a different thing. But right now, where we're at today, he hasn't settled. He's called her a lying bitch.
I'm out. Yeah. He's vehemently denied it.
Yeah,
as
don't
he
sound like
should.
settling to me.
My take on it is, if as far as a woman's perspective, if she was to pursue it in a case where he actually didn't commit it, I would think it would be for financial reasons and publicity reasons. I'm not sure, or it could have been just some spiteful shit. Maybe false promises. Maybe he said, I'll get you a record deal, get you into the industry. You know what I mean? She sucked some cock and he didn't fulfill her promises. She like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna get you back then. You raped me. Weinstein. I don't know.
Is that what all it takes? Is
Yes.
that the stratagem now? Is that the way to get him
I
out?
wouldn't be surprised.
I don't
I'm
understand
not surprised at
because-
anything these days, so I don't know.
Obviously, I know that allegations can be made against anyone about anything. I'm just wondering, why would you? I don't think that we know that this person or any person gets like a good chunk of money for interviews and tabloids and publicity. How much money
Think about
is
Michael
somebody
Jackson.
giving you a check for your exclusive when you saying Chris Brown raped you, when Chris Brown has been released as they continue the investigation because they haven't found enough evidence?
I hate to
And
sound.
they're wondering why she was still there
Yeah,
after she's saying she got raped.
I would hate to
She
try
got
to
plenty of
sound as a
time to
victim.
leave.
I don't want to pose it like that. Like if she really was raped, I think she should get justice. I don't think we should attack her. Let me throw that out there. It's her story. I wasn't there. None of us was there. I don't know.
Sure.
Black and white is this for me. You know, as far as looking at him, he is a megastar. I don't think he gotta take no pussy, but people are sick. In some way, it's a possibility that he did do it, and if he did, he should be taken to jail. It's that simple.
Yeah,
I don't really,
it's pretty simple.
I don't want to wreck my brain, but I do want to say, if she is lying, and it's proven that she lied, she should be prosecuted.
Now, how do you prove?
If it's
If somebody
proven,
lied.
I don't know. Maybe some
Rape is
camera
a tricky
footage
thing
will
in
come out.
there.
Maybe something will
It's
come
a
out.
very tricky thing.
Maybe some text messages were exchanged.
I mean,
or
because there's
something
plenty of
could
people
be
that-
Like, oh.
It's more than a few people that have come out and said that it didn't happen.
What should we do though? If it's proven that somebody lied about being raped, how should we handle that?
I want charges.
Yeah.
I mean, I want charges. You. I don't even know what it's called. I've been trying to think about what it's called. I would want to see like
Criminal charges.
yeah, definitely
Yes.
criminal charges.
I think
want
it
to
should be
see
criminally charged.
what is it? Oh shit! But definitely criminally charged because you made a false police report.
You wasted
I mean, the
police
civil
time, police
stuff,
work,
everything else would be civil, but you made a false police report. If nothing else.
and you're discrediting women that
charged
will
with that.
need that are actually raped that are.
Yeah, you're taking away resources.
So it's just like, you know, I don't know. Like those police could be investigating actual rapes instead of yours, in hope of some type of gain. So, but I mean, I don't know. If you had to ask me, I'll say, if I'm looking at it, Chris Brown being a megastar, I don't see why he would need to aggressively take.
We
some
don't
pussy.
see why Bill Cosby would need to take
Yeah,
it.
it's
You know?
it could
That's
be
what I'm
a
saying. It
power
could be
trip.
it could be a sickness that he
Mhm.
may have that I don't know about, but that shit be weird to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that don't make sense. Like why would you have to go
Right.
about it that way? Or is this like a Tupac situation where the
I think Chris
entourage?
Brown is strange anyway, honestly. He's a weird guy.
Like I'm cool with you, but your
That's what
entourage,
I'm
I'm
right
not
with it,
doing
too.
it.
I think he's an interesting cat. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
not necessarily surprised that he did
I mean, I'm not
something like
surprised.
this. I wouldn't be surprised that his name constantly comes up in these types of things.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? But you know, these hoes ain't loyal. You shouldn't.
That's right. This is
Yeah.
what happens when you calling them hoes and saying they ain't loyal.
Yeah, when a bitch nigga wants you.
Oh,
What you got to say, Shay?
God. I think this is a tricky case because of the fact that he's a weird guy, because of his history, because of the fact that he is a megastar. I could honestly see it being either way. I can't really call it for him. It's strange. It's strange to me. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I always find it interesting though that it people have done some really foul things in life for the conversation to always be, did he do it? Is she lying? It's always really interesting that it. And I mean, I know we have to investigate shit and figure out if things are right.
Yeah, I
Which
think
is
that
interesting.
I think the biggest thing would be before it becomes publicized.
Mm-hmm.
Every party involved should do their due diligence, so that we're not wrongfully accusing or
Can't
not.
do that for famous people. Like it's
Yeah,
just
I
another
know.
thing.
I
That's the
but I would wish
likelihood.
that shit would happen so that we wouldn't even be having to have these speculative conversations. Because if
Right.
it come out that he did do it and we're on his side, we look like assholes. If it come out that he didn't do it and we're not on his side, we look like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
It's
think
like-
so. I don't think if we're not on his side, you like an asshole. I think if you're not on his side, you're just. I think there's a space to just leave room for the I don't knows. I think we gotta get every day,
Yeah,
get more and more comfortable with the I don't know.
absolutely. I don't know. One thing I do know. These hoes ain't loyal. Like, no. You gotta be careful though. If you're in that space, like, You're a celebrity. You got plenty of women in your atmosphere. You
I
got to
don't
be
think
very,
if you're a celebrity at this point. I think it's just more public if you're a celebrity.
or just being a male in your internet environment where there's several women and a lot of things going down.
Remember what happened to Mystical?
The first time, or
It's
second
been
time?
many I don't know about the second time. It's been many a times where a cat has not been the person who did the rape.
He didn't do it.
Through a party. The first time it wasn't that he raped anybody. It was that he facilitated it.
Oh, I thought he raped the
As
chick
far as
that
I
was doing his
recall.
hair or some shit. Like made her do some shit she didn't want to do. But he got accused. He got recently accused again. That's what I was saying.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't know about
In a
that.
group sex situation, some chick, they was having like an orgy, and apparently the chick that was there didn't want to participate in some shit in some way, or came out later and said she didn't really want to participate in it, and he got arrested for that shit.
This is recent. Like how recent? Months ago?
Like less than a year ago,
2018?
2018.
So
He just
did
went back
she
to
like?
jail. He just went back to jail. It was a group sex situation.
So he got arrested for it. She verbalized she wasn't into it. Like, how did that all
I
transpire?
don't know all
really?
the I don't know all the details of the case, but I know
Nah,
that
I
was just
still look it up.
the outside of it. Like it was like a year ago or less. Like definitely Mr. just got pickled again for that shit. I don't know if I think he came home. I think the charge was dropped, but definitely got pickled for it.
Damn.
I think I told you about a situation I was in where niggas we was talking. I think in the episode we was talking about niggas partying girls,
It
but
was tag team match.
yeah,
That's the
niggas
one.
was partying chicks and a chick, and I had to shut shit down
It was $3 million
because
bill.
I wasn't going to jail for being there. Like it's just
Yeah.
being in those atmospheres. It's just like you got to be careful.
You really do. Everybody,
Like
Damn.
all the time.
you see it? It came
Yeah,
up.
mystical rape case started and indicted has bail set at $3 million. He paid the $3 million bill. That was in 2017, 2018.
Oh yeah,
Paid
2017.
the $3 million bill. Like, God, what's happening?
He came home, and his bail was so high because he just came home
Yeah,
off a rape, probably in 2015.
2015, 2016.
From
I
that
can
first
remember it.
Wow.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yep.
But see, that's just the point. You would think, I don't know, mystical ain't popping like that. But you would think people would be more careful at this point.
Dog. How careful can you be? It could be.
Now I gotta look up this mystical situation because I'm wondering. I need to know details.
It could be a situation where you slept with a
not
chick last
consensual.
night and she woke up in the morning and didn't remember, and
That's different.
she like, what happened? And
I mean, I guess it's not, but
no, that's, she wake up. I don't remember what happened, but my pussy hurt.
You talked about this a
And
while
you-
ago. Like,
and you
what
looking at her.
what can you do to ensure that that doesn't happen? Record everything. That
No,
you're perfect
without.
at?
Yeah,
What do you do? Like, how do you navigate the waters of it all?
I think Dave Chappelle had a good solution. The contract.
Yeah, I think that was something that was on the table, like just doing a
A contract.
contract, and I don't like it. I just
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
takes
like
the
it
fun
takes
out of
it
it.
does.
But what's this culture that we live in?
Anti-fun culture.
Yeah, take the fun
I
out
don't
of
want to take a. I just can't imagine. Here, before we start, I just need you to review these
Like, you
documents.
keeping your wallet? Like, what's up?
Have
Like,
this
what do you
contract here.
I mean, if
I
you
don't
feel
wanna
like
ruin
it's a
the
crazy
mood,
night,
but-
how many do you put in your wallet?
No,
Right.
you put it in your phone.
Oh, it's gonna be a good
You
night
can
tonight.
e-sign it.
4 calories, 3
I'm
contracts.
gonna give you this email real quick. Just go ahead. You can finger sign it real quick. Just to say that
Oh,
you're in
my
agreement
goodness.
with all the activities.
Right. You
We're
really
about
gotta
to-
have a transaction before you have your transaction. It's a muchness to it.
But what if
Did
the person changes their mind in the middle of it? Is the contract void?
No,
Right,
Do I have to
because
put
then, like-
lines
you
in
have
there?
to put a stipulation in there. You got to put some
That
amendments
they
in
can't
there.
change their mind?
No.
In the middle of the act. I mean, you signed the contract. It might not hold up.
I
in
can't
court.
just call my
You
bank
already
and say,
signed
you
the
know what?
contract.
Change my mind. Sorry. Don't want this fucking house.
Yeah,
anymore.
so that's
want
why I
my
feel like
cash
the
back.
contract doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is, no means no, fellas.
It will protect the initial. It will protect the start of it. But once it's going,
No means no. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
feel like you
I don't
can't
know.
do that. You can't
Yeah.
do like once it's
because
going.
now honestly, this is me just being honest. If I was to ever do some type of contract situation and one was to say no, I think naturally my mom would say, all right, stop. But then we made a contract. Like my mind would be like, yo. My heart would say stop. My mind would be like, yo, what the fuck? Excuse me, miss. We did a business because we signed a contract to me as
Right.
a business arrangement. We did a business agreement. You can't just void our shit like that.
Yeah, I don't like the contract.
I don't like it.
I don't like the contract at all.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more poisonous than it is good.
Yeah, it's not helping nobody in the situation.
No.
It's not even making it a little more exciting. It's actually making it a little bit scary.
Yeah, because
But
I feel like it could
I'm not
ultimately
single,
lead
so.
to rape.
I feel like exactly.
Totally
It creates
rape.
it leads to rape. I feel like it would create a situation where rape is more likely.
Well,
Yeah.
As soon as you change your mind, the other person could feel like,
No.
you owe me the pussy.
Exactly.
The shit done
Or
got
the
so
penis.
great for me. Like being single right now, it's just the idea of it is scary for me. Like
It's not
I couldn't be single. I don't want to participate in this world where it's a gray area into my interactions with people, women I encounter.
I feel like gray hairs are actually pretty fun.
Depends on how you use it. You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, depending on how you use it, but the
Tying
gray
somebody up in
area.
shackles could be fun, depending on how you use it. I mean,
Tying people up is fun.
yeah, depending on how you use it.
I love the gray area. It's one of my
I
favorite
mean,
spaces.
some
to
girls
exist.
like to be tied up, some women don't. You know,
It's fun.
I've had fun like that before. Don't get me wrong.
No,
It's
Never
not for
been
you.
tied up.
it's very uncomfortable.
See,
Oh, you don't like it?
that's what I'm saying.
What
Different strokes for
material
different.
were you using? All that matters.
Oh, it's not the feeling.
No.
It's actually just being
Constricted? Like
being constricted and like you have control over the situation. I probably would try to kill you somehow. Like I would try to
Yeah.
choke you with my thighs or
That's
something.
the fun, that adrenaline.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm gonna
The
kill you.
scariness of it.
Nope, I
That
don't want
lack
that.
of control.
Now,
I don't want
have
that. I
you-
don't like it.
I've
at all.
been in control, but I've never been tied up before.
I haven't been tied up before, no.
I've only tied women up. But some chicks are protested 100%. I had somebody snap out on me before. Like, I can't do it, I can't
Because
do
you
it, I can't.
requested it? Or
No,
what
she
was already
she
happening?
wanted to do it,
Uh-huh.
and she thought she did, but when it was going down, she just got
No, I've
scared.
never had that.
No, I think, but also it's probably because I've just never been with somebody that made me feel comfortable enough to be like, all right, you can tie me up, I'm fine with that. No,
I've never been tied up though.
no.
I've been blindfolded. But I just like this is not gonna do that for me. But I'm just gonna roll with you because you want to do something fun.
No.
Blindfolded where you could just do like this. Oh, okay.
She used a tie.
Your hands were free.
She had the actual motherfucking sleeper joint.
Oh.
You know, my eyes. And I just, all right, go ahead. Like, surprise me. What are you gonna do?
Nope. I could be blindfolded over. Cause you know, like the absence of certain senses heighten other senses,
Mhm.
but
I think
I
that
can
was the
still
theory.
touch shit if I'm handcuffed. So that touch, you're not taking that away from
But
me.
see,
So
I
I don't
had
see the
sex in the
fucking
dark
point
so
of
much.
you.
It's just like,
But you can't move yourself. For example, if
I'm constricted. You're not taking my senses.
If I
You're
take your
constricting
hand-
me.
yeah, and that's the fun. If I put your hands behind your back, right, and I lay you on your back, you can't stop me. And maybe you
That
don't want to
sounds
stop me,
weird.
but it's a part of the game. Maybe you do
Right.
it. Maybe now you want to stop me because it's a part of the game. You can't stop me. Then I turn you around. You trying to stop
No,
me, but you
fuck
can't reach.
that. Hard
Oh my
pass.
goodness.
Hard
hard
pass.
pass on what?
On being tied up. No. Hard
mean,
pass.
It depends,
man.
like I said.
I
Some
understand. It's
some
not very
people,
hard.
yeah.
It ain't-
Some
it
people
ain't.
like it, some people don't. You know what I mean?
Hard pass. I can't do something. You out of your fucking mind, dog.
Well, you want to be in
I
control,
wanna
it
do
sounds
something.
like.
I probably do sometimes.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Can a woman be in control, right?
Yeah. I like that shit.
Well,
Hell yeah.
all right.
Uh,
What
take
does
me.
it what does it mean for a woman to be in control? Because we say that. I know I say that, but then at the same time I'm like, what would that really look
Right.
like?
Physically, it's
wait,
not really
'cause I
a
don't
thing.
know.
Let me
how
explain.
I
What
really
do you
Right.
prefer when you getting a blowjob? Standing up or laying down?
Standing up.
I like laying down.
I like standing up. I mean, laying down is cool. I don't.
That's my.
I'm not gonna turn down a blowjob.
No, I'm not gonna turn it down either way. But I'm just saying, what do you prefer?
I think I prefer to stand up. I think.
So you like to be in control all the time then. I feel like when I lay back and I relax, it's like, go ahead, have that. Like, have
Sure.
your fun, baby. My body is yours for right
Yes.
now.
I prefer to be in
I can
the
agree.
If I'm standing up and getting a blowjob, it's just like, just get this shit over with real quick.
No, it's more aggressive for me if I'm standing up.
It's aggressive either way for me because I grab the head.
I
It's
mean,
just
you
like,
can grab the head laying down too, but laying down is
You
like
gotta grab her hair. Pull that shit a little bit. Choke on it.
your butthole right there. If you laying down.
So. Go for it.
I mean, I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying, like,
Go for it.
it's not the more.
You never let a chick eat your ass before?
Nah, I never had it, man.
Hey, man.
I've heard good things, but I've never.
Yeah. You have to.
How does it? Here's the thing.
There's no masculine way to do it. We're not going to.
Yeah, I know. That's not the one.
We're not going.
I'm just wondering even how you would initiate it. I just couldn't imagine myself saying, "Hey,
No, you don't ask. Listen, all right. So the first time I ever been asked to do it, I was like, "Fuck no," rejected it, whatever. That was me being super masculine me. But the grown ass man me, bitch, go ahead, do your thing. Just no fingers. That's it.
no fingers.
Don't play with it. Go for it.
Don't play with it."
I'm
So
more,
she can jam her tongue in it. She can't put her finger in it.
Yeah. there's no. Listen, go ahead. If you like getting your ABC licked.
So it's just, the ABC is different.
No,
so
it
it's
ain't.
just saying,
If you like the gooch, that's what I'm saying. It's like the next level.
it's the next, so it's different.
I
It's
remember
next
the
level.
first time I heard that area was called the Gooch. I was
The gooch.
such an ugly word.
It's definitely ugly.
Listen, man.
Such an ugly word.
Ass ball connected.
All I say is, if you ever let a chick eat your ass, she can never talk bad about you.
I don't know. You can still say you got a little dick, nigga.
All right. Still ain't my ass. See?
I guess. Who's winning? Who's
That's an
winning?
argument that I have with my girlfriends all the
There's
time.
no win anyway.
Yeah,
It's really no win in love and war anyway. It's just like
It's no win. It's just like, I'm gonna be petty. Can you be pettier?
right.
Like, that's
it's just
really
like,
it.
man, you been fucking me for 20 years.
Like, shut up. Right.
Right. You fucking nigga multiple times and say, nigga, but you date little bitch, you fucked me 20 times. When was this ever a problem? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's supposed to hurt me? we gotta get better ammo than that.
But was
That's
this
the
ever a
go-to.
problem? It is a go-to.
Oh, shit.
Yo, let me tell y'all some shit though. One time, right? So we go, me and my homie. I ain't gonna even. So we go to the stripper party, right? And this is the whole conversation I'm talking about when you think it's levels to freakiness. Like you be like, oh, I'll do anything with my bitch. Like fuck that. Like I'm not gun shy. Like I'll whip my get out. Like I don't care. Like all my niggas around, bitches around. Like I'll whip it. But I be feeling like certain niggas gotta be gun shy. Like if your shit like, you know what I'm saying, like a thumb, you should be gun shy.
Oh.
But this one nigga came in with a big brolic ass nigga too, like big as shit. So he came up and he was in rare form, whatever, having fun with the strippers and shit. I guess he got too excited. He said, "Fuck y'all niggas, my dick little and everything. But I'm about to fuck one of these bitches." This nigga whips his dick out and started fucking one of the strippers on the floor.
Raw diggity?
No, he put on a little condom. But
Did you see his hair? Jay did not put on a little condom. Oh my god.
But he was not lying.
Like, why couldn't it just be a condom?
This
Did he have
nigga
to
was
buy a
not
special
lying,
one?
cuz he was not
Shit. He
lying.
got medicated. Got
Like
Oh my
it was like,
God.
and his son was there.
prescription condoms.
His son was there too. But my funny thought was like, damn, if your dad shit like that,
He's
nigga,
probably
he
older.
just put you on blast too. But nigga, this was the first time I saw a nigga let a stripper
Yeah,
put
you
her
gotta
ass
be
in his
old
face.
if you don't give a
But it
fuck.
wasn't him, another nigga like letting the stripper put her ass in his face.
Put it in his face.
Her ass
or
in his
mouth.
In his face, ass planted face.
In his mouth.
A stripper's
His
ass.
face was in
And I don't even
front.
know-
See, here's the thing. When you, cause
I don't even know. Matter of fact, I had
you
this shit
hitting that
recorded.
stripper hard.
I think
She's
I
just
sent
a
y'all the
chick.
video. Huh?
She's just a chick.
What
She's
you
just
mean?
any other chick. Just
What-
any chick's ass just got put in the face. So you
You're
emphasize
not
the
gonna give me
stripper
pink
because yeah.
I'm not putting.
You eat ass, nigga.
Oh, of course, I eat my yeah.
So I'm saying, if you don't got a girl, but you eat ass like you eat pussy, it's not a big deal to
No.
you. And the stripper put her
But
ass in your face. It's just a
see,
chick put her
this
ass
is,
in
I
your
don't know
face.
where her ass has been in the last.
You don't
24
know where
hours.
Susie Q's ass has been in the
I know
past
my
24
lady's
hours.
ass been
That's a
in the
different
last
story.
24 hours.
I'm talking about for the guy that don't got a lady who eats ass like his pussy is not a big deal.
No, is that a big deal to you?
I'm talking about a guy who it is. I know eating ass is exclusive. I mean, it's like we go together. Like,
Yeah,
it's
we
real
go
life.
there together. Like, this is like an intimate thing for me. I don't just eat everybody's ass. Like, I'm
You feel
very
me?
conservative about the asses I'm gonna eat. Like, I'm not just eating anybody's ass.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I can count on my hands how many asses I eat.
Exactly.
But I'm not.
My hands. I got one. You said plural, so that we.
I can count on my hand, actually. But anyway, beside the point, you're not just going around just generously giving out ass eats. Like, you're just not eating ass generously. But anyway, this nigga pulled out his dick and started fucking this bitch. And I just was like, yo. Honestly,
you go to a room, I just don't understand the circumstances.
he was in rare form. I think I recorded this shit actually, and I know I sent it to the group
yeah,
chat. This was like 5 years ago.
This was a long
This
time
was a
ago.
long time ago, but I will never forget this shit because it was just like, you know, if my shit looked like his, I probably would have been gun shy in that situation. Like, I'm not.
Like, you probably.
He
Like, you
old
gotta
head.
live
He was
with
an
it.
old
Like,
head.
I had this little
course, he
shit my
accepted
whole
it.
life.
Yeah.
He
Like,
accepted it.
can't do
And
shit about
apparently
it.
he get bitches too because this is what he does. Like, so he just like whatever. But
Lesbians
I just
probably love him.
I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those situations.
Lesbians probably love him. It's like a little clit. A big clit, excuse me.
The big clit is.
Wow.
I just stuck on that. No big deal.
Yeah. No, I
It's a
mean,
big clit. Little thing.
yeah. But nah, that was like one of the wild stories. I was just like, this nigga wild now. I mean,
I
I didn't really care about his gat was
I
like,
haven't
he was just
seen
wild now,
nothing
just
like
like
that
because he
before.
felt like 4 of them strippers right in the middle of the floor. I'm just like, oh, this nigga's in rare
The
form.
same little condom. See, that's why I can't exist in spaces like that.
Shay upset. Did he bring 4 little condoms or he just triple?
I don't-
quadruple?
I
I
don't
know
know
you
that.
probably, but it's just
I sent
stuff like
footage
that.
though.
That's why
I took a video and I sent it to the group chat
Wow, man.
while all this shit was going down.
Oh, he probably used the same condom.
Oh, girl, you worry about the wrong thing.
I
That's
don't,
different.
nigga.
Oh.
Oh,
Houston,
Cool,
you
doesn't
have a
matter.
problem. But yeah, man.
It's still working in my joint.
Huh?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Probably being weird.
Meantime, though.
Just figured we'd go on some type of rabbit hole starting with Chris Brown.
Yeah, it's a gross one.
God.
Gross rabbit hole. That's cool though.
I just hope.
Shay, have you ever ate man butt?
Yes.
See?
How was that?
That's what I'm
for you?
talking about, Shay. Give me some. There you go.
It was
Pause.
actually an accident. I was like on the gooch, playing in that area,
That's
and then
that's how you get initiated to it.
yeah, it was, but it
Sure.
was genuinely an accident. And then I moved, and it shifted. Like
He
shit
tooted.
was different.
He tooted that ass up on me.
He
Go
did
ahead,
that
now. You down there.
It was
girl.
not no accident.
Yeah, no, for me, no, I think it really was because he felt really uncomfortable afterwards. Like we didn't talk
Right,
about
first
it.
time.
It wasn't a
You don't
thing.
talk about it. You
You
never
don't talk about it.
it.
You don't talk about it. It was like really uncomfortable.
You don't
So
talk about it.
I would have to talk about it. I would have to talk about it.
You don't want to have a conversation about it. You
I
just
would
let
have
it
to.
happen.
you just let it happen.
Because at first,
and that
I'm
was
not
how
gonna lie.
it-
The very
I
first
got
time it happened
nut
to me,
in my ear that time. That was like, yeah, it just like happened because I was like, all right, I'm here, so I'm
Yo,
like,
that sounds like a good time.
It
my
was.
friend.
It was.
It sounds crazy.
it was.
all I'm
It was
saying
good
is,
stuff.
you're
Oh, but I
gonna
remember.
reject it. Let me tell you the truth. Because your man side is going to reject it. It's just natural.
Sure.
Anything touch it, like I don't like my ass slap, touch, like don't touch my ass. Like I'm one of them niggas. And so I rejected that notion for a long time. But when I finally let it happen, it was just like, oh, this shit ain't half bad. But psychologically, I had to break down some barriers in order to be
Well, you know,
comfortable
one
enough
of
with
like
letting it happen.
your strongest erogenous zones is in that area.
And that's yet to be proven. I don't know that shit. Like, that's what motherfuckers say to make you okay with getting plunged in your ass. Y'all niggas that like to get
Plunged in
plugged,
your
y'all
ass.
get plugged all y'all want to, have at it, but I care not to determine it. My nuts are good, the ones I bust now. They're very strong and very
Potent.
Yeah, I say potent. So I don't care to find that out. But it's a myth or not? I'm gonna say it's a myth.
You just wanted to be a man. You
Nah.
don't want to be missing out on anything.
No,
Because you probably are.
no, listen. Pork bacon is delicious. I won't eat it. Won't touch my lips ever again.
But yeah, so I had got
So,
nut
Shay,
in my
I want to hear
ear.
your story.
You got nothing
I
here.
got nut in my ear. Because I'm like, now I'm just having at it. Like, I'm like, all right,
You're
what's
right
going
there,
on?
man. I'm happy.
But I'm like, you know, jerking him off while I'm doing it. And he buzzed and it like flew. I'm like, whoop, right on my ear. And I cried.
You cried.
I cried.
Wow, wait,
How you
what?
cry?
Because I got nut in my ear.
Wait a minute.
And I never got nut any like place other than where it's supposed to be, I guess, like the regular areas. And they got in my hair.
Can I ask this question? I don't even. Never mind.
Wait. I heard you.
Hold on.
But why are you crying?
Because it got in my hair more so than my ear.
So
Wait.
I had to wash my hair. I was upset.
Girl, stop.
I cried.
Real tears or just like poo poo shit?
Just like that. Not real tears.
Oh goodness. Because if you shed a motherfucking tear, it would make me uncomfortable.
It's like,
Fucking hell.
I just remember being like,
I can't believe
my ear dry. I hope it's alright.
What do we do?
Yeah, I was like,
I've never busted an ear to my knowledge.
Me either. That's actually a good one.
that also wasn't intentional. Just like
New goals.
What?
New goals. I'm busting in ears.
That's what happened.
You hear me coming. It's just it's like
Yo.
I wonder when the fuck up your ear like what the, like if you really just bust off into my ear.
It
Oh
wasn't
damn, that shit still ain't
Make
working.
a bowl.
So,
Like I'm just empty my shit in your ear, baby. Yeah, take
I don't
it.
know.
And then sometimes you really shooting like it's a fucking rocket.
But my question was, have you ever bust on your own face?
No.
What?
Has it ever shot up so high that it came, you like it got in place, you like, ooh, no.
I have
How
never
does that
bust.
happen?
No, me either. I'm just
Oh.
questioning it.
I've definitely. I don't
I
think I've
tasted
ever.
one before
I
I
don't
was
think
asleep,
you,
though.
you told me that. I don't think I've never done that. I don't think I've ever gotten it past like
Like rusty.
the nape of my neck and shit.
Rust.
I've definitely had like a surprise joint, but I don't think I ever had it on my face or my chin.
Like, that was a strong shot.
Sometimes it gets you like that, especially if you try to hold it. More you try to hold that shit and shoot out.
I remember Lee was telling me about that shit, like, dog, you gotta hold it. When you hold it, that shit shoot across the room.
Nigga.
I'm like, dog, that's bullshit.
Nah,
Try
it's
it,
the
nigga.
porn star shit.
That shit shot. That's why I still make that sound. Doop, 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 doop. That shit is like a motherfucking shotgun. If you do that shit.
Yeah, man. Catch and release, whatever you want to call it, that shit.
Catch and release. There you go.
Did y'all just wanted to see it shoot or something?
Yeah. Just see how far.
Yeah,
how
because
strong your
sometimes
jizz
you
is,
like,
man.
let me see what I can really do. You know what I mean? Like,
I had a funny
if
conversation.
I stand back here and she on the other end of this table, can I reach her tongue? Let's find out. Oh, and then you just hold it right at the end. Like, I've been twisting my leg and shit. Hold it right at the end, and then boom, let that shit fly. Boom, all over your fucking face. Spadonk.
Spadonk.
Take all that.
Man.
Oh man, guys.
Because you gotta think, before niggas was shotgunning and hoes, the thing was to actually just nut on the chick.
Yeah.
Before the niggas was comfortable with squeezing the chicks, because now pull out for what? Pull out for what? But now, I mean, back then, shit. Because you know, you see it on the pornos. You just
Exactly.
drag
That's really
all-
where the motivation
all
comes
over a
from.
chick body, like
Because,
anywhere
like,
you can find.
have you ever
Like,
seen
oh,
the
there goes
chick?
kneecap. Yeah, of course.
For what though?
Nothing.
I've done it.
So
For
like-
what?
Obviously, everybody does.
No, this,
Every guy probably has. Not
Probably,
every
but
guy,
like, why?
Any guy who's ever watched porn is like, I want to do that. I want to chill
Let me
with
do
this. That's
She-
just like, what's happening?
first time you hit a chick with
Right,
like
baby,
some
I know
nice
you're not
size brush,
enjoying
you
this.
gotta just do it.
Bust right on her neck. I remember the last time I did it.
Pearl necklace. I mean, it didn't satisfy me in a way. But
No, it's not
you
like-
just do it.
It's nothing better than coming inside of something.
Never.
Just
Nothing.
nothing better.
There's no other way to do it.
It's nothing better.
Like, I live by that shit. That's literally
This
it's
is
one of my
fucking
principles.
principles.
It is a principle of mine. Like, pull out for what?
One of my 4 agreements, I do not fucking pull out.
I'm not. You would take. I'm putting my toes in this shit. Like everything. You taking this whole clip and you're not spilling a drop. You're not gonna let this go to waste. Seriously, like pulling out is overrated. Like coming on a chick butt cheek. I remember a chick I tried to get mad at me for busting on her butt cheeks.
Where else you want to? Maybe you talk to me. Tell me,
You want
tell
to
me
your
what you
face?
want.
Like, you know, you come on the floor, you're like, ooh, I just don't like that. I don't like it on me. It's so bitch. Yeah, grow up. Stop it.
I'm not coming on the floor on purpose. Like, not if it's
I don't even like the way
right
it sounded in my nut.
If it's a person right
I'm
here.
saying, like,
Right.
what?
Like, ooh, I like this shit. Your butt cheek was ashy. It's lotion.
Protein
It's really good
all up
protein.
in my semen, baby.
It's
Come
good for
get
your
this.
skin.
Please. I don't even like girls that don't swallow.
For me, I don't care if you don't swallow. As long as you catch it, you do whatever the fuck you want with it after that.
I do.
Why did you want?
What's the offense of it? He's so very serious. What's the offense?
Why does it matter?
Because
After she courted her mouth, why do you care what happens next?
Because, listen, I don't want you to get up and feel like my shit is nasty and disrespectful.
Maybe it was. Maybe what you ate.
I eat pineapples.
Didn't give it. Not every.
I
I don't know what you
But
eat
it's
every
actually
day.
celery is what makes it taste better for men.
All right, well, thank you. I'll try celery next time.
Try celery.
I still need an answer. Why?
I don't know. I just seen it happen once and I like it. And now it's
that's kind of what
no
I'm
other
hearing.
way.
It sounds like you feel offended.
No other way. It's just
It's in your mouth, bitch. You might as well swallow it down.
Just let it roll.
I don't care what happens after it. Like,
Listen,
I don't get it.
Grow up, swallow. Impress a man, swallow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pull up.
See, I used to say, alright, honestly, I used to be in line with you because a man has to swallow, but you really swallow mostly your spit.
It is my spit and it's disgusting. I still swallow it.
It's not the same. I mean, I don't care.
It's
Definitely
not
not.
the
If you
same
want to swallow a while.
It's really not the same.
But
You ever had a chick squirt in your face?
yeah, I had.
How does that feel?
It catches you off guard if they don't warn you, and then it's like you're drowning. It's like you're waterboarded.
Yeah,
That's
exactly what it feels like.
What the fuck?
That's exactly what it feels like.
It's
And then you don't know how it feels. And you feel used. I
I
feel used.
feel.
It's all over
I
my
feel
chest and
used.
shit. I'm sitting here dripping. I'm like, damn, bitch.
The first time I ever got squirted on, I wasn't warned. So in that situation, I hear you. Every other time, the girl basically had told me beforehand, oh, by the way, this is something I do. But they have never, it's never been one time when a woman said, oh, I'm about to come.
But you can't stop.
And then I get it. It's
Right.
psh, whoa, bitch. Like, why
So you
can't you
can't-
prep me? Like, let me know. Because it's the
Because
shock
you
of
don't
it.
really know. Like, I've only ever squirted once, but I remember feeling embarrassed. I did not like the way it felt. I didn't like the whole experience of it, and that's probably why I never squirted again.
You gotta release it. You
No,
gotta
that's what everybody
relax-
says. Like, you really just have to
you gotta
relax and let
your
it
vaginal
go.
muscles
But
and let it
all
go.
like you said, all the nuts
I
I bust have
understand.
been fine regardless.
Yeah.
Like, I don't,
Oh, yeah,
you don't
not-
have to show.
yeah, I'm cool.
I mean, for real, when I first got introduced to it, it was the greatest thing I ever.
It's a pride thing. It's like, whoa.
Like,
what
I
I
really
did.
mean, you come, like you came.
I guess. For me, it's just always been a mess.
Yeah, no,
Like, if
now
that's the only
it
way you
becomes-
come,
That's
then
because you're a
fine.
grown ass man.
But,
So now you think about the cleanup afterwards.
Yeah.
But when you're younger, you like, nah, fuck that.
like,
Stroke
I really
your
gotta
ego.
change my sheets and fuck around have to flip my mattress? Oh, come on. Come
Come
on.
on.
Like, come on, baby. Like,
That's
you
why I
could have
can't be
told me,
single
you could have
too.
put down a couple towels.
I used to have to change my sheets like 3 or 4 times a week.
Nah, I don't live like that. My
I was
sheets
single.
can change once a week at best, usually bi-weekly, if I'm honest.
I used to have to. It's not even.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'd rather just have white stains on my sheets versus a puddle.
I can't be single again. My girl leave me.
He's
I'm
so
gonna be
serious
fucking-
about
It's
it.
so
Like,
serious, dog.
you just
Like, based on the
done?
shit he says here, for me, it's like obvious. This is his true life. Like, this must be what's happening. And I'm like, for me, it's all good, so there's no judgment. But at the same time, I'm like, what if your girl mom listens to this? Like,
Oh no. Yeah.
you gotta fucking swallow. Like, wait a minute.
I mean,
What if she kissed her daughter on the lips? This is a processing thing.
Yo,
What
your
if-
face
what
just
if
killed me.
Your daughter's guy has that same mindset. Baby girl, you got to swallow my cum. Hey, daddy, I love you.
It's
Why?
will.
You kissed your daughter on the lips.
guess what?
You gonna have cum on your lips?
No,
You-
that's
you-
literally not. I never understand when people say, "Oh, you kissed
Yes,
me on
you
the
are.
mouth." Like, do I not
You
brush
kissed
my
his penis.
teeth or something?
Do
You not sucking it with teeth?
Wait,
It's your lips.
Do you
In
kiss?
your mouth.
Do you kiss your daughter?
Not in her mouth.
Could be for that reason.
No, that's not. I've never liked
You don't
to
kiss your
see
kids?
my yeah, I kiss my kids all the time. I've never liked with my I don't like seeing people kiss children in the mouth, period. And I definitely don't like seeing
So-
anybody kiss my daughter in the mouth.
So
I wasn't for her mother kissing her mouth.
If I'm thinking about all the dick people be sucking and shit like that, yes, it'll be in front of my brain. Like, yes, I'm not never kissing nobody on the lips,
Don't
like,
think about
or just kissing people. Certain shit I just don't want to think about, especially when
You
it
ever
comes
got-
to my loved one.
You ever got a nice sweaty blowjob? You just got finished doing something nasty, ball playing, cleaning, doing work, and got some head?
Not recently.
But I'm not talking about recent period.
Yeah, y'all,
Period.
yeah, hell yeah.
So you probably
I got a
kissed.
dick suck after a football game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you probably kissed a woman who's had sweaty dick on her lips.
Absolutely. Nigga, you ever kiss your mom?
Now, I've never kissed my mom on the lips to my knowledge.
You never kiss your mom on the lips?
I'm not a lip kisser. I'm just randomly kiss people on the lips.
It's not random.
I just feel like
I mean,
this is
well,
such a
it's just
strange
people.
argument, though.
And it's not people. I'm talking about your loved ones.
Right, I'm just go around kissing random people.
There's
Like,
a
what?
very small population that you would do this with. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
twist.
no, it could be that. That could just not be twist. But it's not because of you eating
Come on,
pussy
baby,
that I'm
kiss
not
me.
going like. Because if
I mean,
that's the
obviously
case,
that's not how I think, but I'm
maybe
just
I need to
saying.
stop kissing everyone. Because yes,
You said she got to swallow. I mean, god damn, I feel like that's a.
But if you swallow it, ain't no
whether you
lip.
swallow or spit, you still suck some dick.
You swallowed and then you licked your lips. I gotta. I know after I eat pussy, I lick my lips. I gotta imagine after you suck a good dick. you lick
After
your
I
lips.
after I eat some pussy, I stick my tongue directly in her mouth.
I mean, that's not a problem. I'm just saying.
That's just my face.
So after she swallows your cum, can she stick her tongue directly in your
Absolutely.
mouth? Okay, as long as you keep that same
Absolutely.
energy.
You can do it. You can spit in my mouth. You can do whatever. Don't
Like
spit
that
back in my mouth.
part.
Don't spit in my mouth.
I had this conversation and people were like, what's up? You don't let people spit in
It's
your
something
mouth?
about that.
It's not
Listen,
a thing for me, not
I don't
about.
know how we got down this
Not
fucking
about.
No,
tangent.
that's not. I don't like spit. No, that's not true. It all depends where it's going. I don't want it in my mouth.
Just don't
I know
hawk
I
spit
did.
in my mouth. But
But that's not. I just imagine if
Don't
you're
hawk
spitting,
spit.
it's going to be a hawk spit.
if it's
And that's
meat,
my thing. Like,
I don't
they
just
can't
need
make
to-
it make
I don't
sense to me where it's like,
It's just a saliva spit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some hawking in there. I don't want no boogies in my mouth.
yeah,
yeah, I
no
don't
hawk
get it.
spit,
It
but,
doesn't,
You know.
yeah, I don't.
I'm not.
Because that's what I feel is
Right in
happening.
your fucking mouth?
It's white. It's just nasty.
Yeah, no hawk spit, but you know, a little cloudy.
A little what?
Cloudy one. All right. No.
No yellow in it.
No.
Oh
mucus.
my goodness.
Yo, we are down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Right
And we just
Gross.
keep going further
No,
and
but
further.
all right, but back to
Snitches
the,
ever get stitches right? You want to talk about snitches?
all right. So let me all jokes aside, this because we was hell of a down a different road. So I think the snitching culture has damaged our community and has gotten us into situations that we don't even understand what snitching is. And I think number one, it needs to be defined.
Who gets to define what snitching is?
Me,
Right,
and you,
Yeah, okay. Sure.
and her, in this moment. But just for people that are not aware of just the damage that it does.
The damage, I gotta hear more. Damage of snitching or damage of not snitching?
The
the
damage,
damage of the whole concept.
the whole concept has on our community because
Okay.
people just don't understand it. Like, as a civilian, right, then, if somebody breaks into your house, right, hypothetically,
Yeah.
and you have that person arrested, and you're required to come to court
Yeah.
to point this person out,
I'm snitching.
somebody called you a snitch.
Okay.
Your credibility, therefore, is shot in the community.
In the
Because Daryl's-
community or in the streets?
in the streets, because people, Daryl snitch. He just told on the nigga that ran up in his crib and.
What am I supposed to do? Let this nigga just go free and rob me again?
It's a
Like,
real
what
thing.
are you
They
talking about?
because Devon went to court
He's
to
a
deal with
snitch,
the
right?
guy that stabbed him,
He's
a
that
snitch.
left him for
I'm
dead.
pointing to him.
His homies was like,
You're right.
hey, you crazy, like you.
Alright, how about this, homies? Why is this motherfucker still walking around? If I'm not supposed to snitch,
That's
something's
it.
supposed to happen.
But that's it.
That's the whole. That was
That's
always
it.
how I understood it to be.
That's it. Nobody.
You
did
don't
shit,
snitch because somebody gonna do something about
but
it.
nobody did shit, and nobody snitching,
Well, then
and then
you
I'm
got
supposed to let
snitched.
this
I don't
nigga walk
understand.
free. That did something to me.
No, the point of not snitching was because it was going to be handled. It wasn't just let it go. The streets was never let go and let God. What are you talking
I
about?
think our relationship with police has always been strained, so we didn't want to involve police in our affairs. But it left a lot of shit being unhandled because niggas is not like you said, all right, so I don't go to the police, so what are y'all gonna do? Y'all don't have my back in this situation, but y'all still gonna call me a snitch for getting justice for what happened to me? That's not snitching. I look at snitching like this. If you and if we all decide to commit a crime,
I think we're on the same page. Yep.
and I get caught,
I agree.
and I telling y'all to,
You snitch.
that's
You should
snitching.
have took that
That's
hit
being
yourself.
rat.
You snitch,
You got
yep.
caught, that's your problem.
Yep, you take that fall.
Everything else, and plus we civilians. Now, if me and you beefing, right? We street niggas, we beefing, we getting the shootouts. Just so happen I shoot you this time, and you go to the police on me. I look at that like snitching.
That's different.
Because we were both,
both engaged in
we
it.
both engaged in it. Why am I going to court and testifying on you when
Well,
we're
let's even
equal
keep
parties?
If I say, yo, I don't like you, let's fight. You say, yeah, let's fight. No, nobody should be pushing charges. We agreed to do this.
I knock you
Both
the fuck out.
participated.
You go to court and you like, Ray did this to me and I want to press
I
charges.
shouldn't have participated. It's not like you walk
That's
up and
snitching.
rock me or something. That's snitching, I agree.
It's black and white. I think they're that gray area. So this is my reason, like, and this is why I take it seriously, is because I had to watch, people that I've lost along the way. There's no snitching culture. I had to watch people, moms, not get justice for their sons dying in situations that didn't have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? With and this no snitching culture has niggas protecting motherfuckers. And like Daryl said, and that's why I'm glad you said that shit, nobody does shit though. Y'all protecting the motherfucker, and he's still walking the street, and it's cool because of this no snitching culture. But at the same time, nobody did shit. And y'all
protecting the
niggas.
person who
But you protected the nigga. You know who did it.
we can call my enemy, our enemy, if it's my homies.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all protecting, y'all low key protecting him. Y'all not going to, give, his family the information they need because y'all got the information. Y'all not giving his family the information. But at the same time, we ain't gonna do shit either. We just gonna let it ride.
That's why.
And y'all so-called street niggas. So like when that shit hit close to home, it's just like, I see with the no snitching culture how damaging it can be, and I just. Watch how people try to discredit each other, discredit other niggas. Yo, you a rat. Like, that's the worst thing you can be in this community. Meanwhile, we got R. Kelly's out here running around. But that's cool. All right.
For me, snitching, I don't know. The older I get, the more I realize I am not in tune with the culture, in tune with the streets. Like, pride says when I'm walking in my old neighborhood, I should be respected. Reality says these motherfuckers don't give a fuck who you are.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
You
know
don't live
you.
here no more. They don't know
Right.
who you are. So I mean, for me, I think the whole snitching thing. Once you hit a certain age or get to a certain place in life, that stops being a thing for you. I mean, obviously it probably does. That's probably not the truth, but that's why I feel like it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can put an age cap on it at 28, 30. Or we can put, a mental, a physical, emotional, social, economic shift in it. I think all that plays into it. But if I'm living the life where I should not be telling the police, then I have to have full faith and expectation in my people that they're going to handle it. Or else I don't understand what would the point be to not snitch. How is this going to be handled?
Just the concept of snitch, like to say that's snitching. Like I am making sure that my shit is intact. I'm making sure that things are taken care of. I wouldn't to say it's snitching like it all puts it all together, but I think it's very different things. Like snitching
Right.
is things that Ray said, but
This is the things you participated in and you told.
right. I don't think it's snitching. I think that it's. I could fucking be penalized for not showing up to court because I don't want y'all to be mad at what the fuck I'm doing. Like that's bizarre to me. That's a bizarre thought process.
Niggas be like, yo, I got paperwork on board. Niggas sent me. So recently, somebody sent me paperwork on somebody I know, and I'm not into the streets. I could give two fucks, but he sent it to me. Felt like I should know. Whatever. So it's like, all right, looking at the situation, pretty cut and dry. He didn't commit a crime with this man. The dude, all he did was say, yeah, it was him. Like same, like Davon situation, like same thing. It was him. That's not my homie.
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
So now everybody running around here, rat,
My homie.
So what am I supposed to do? And that's it. And it was under the threat of you're going to jail, mind you, because we're going to look at this situation like you were a culprit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were part of it.
You're
You're the reason. Like put it like this: if I shoot at, hypothetically, if I shoot at my enemy, right, and I miss him and hit his girlfriend, and my enemy gets pickled for it because he gets locked up for it. I wasn't on the scene no more.
Mm-hmm.
He was on parole, so he goes to jail, and my enemy says, you know what I mean, what happened? Number one, I got to talk to her family and say what happened because she got killed because of some niggas coming after me.
Right.
And then on top of that, it's like, yeah, and who did it? It's just like, you know, he did it.
It's all really about who's controlling the narrative in that situation.
I just think the streets is overrated.
Where do you know snitching come from?
I think it came from the mafia, the mob.
How can our culture takes on so much?
I think we
how
have
can
to protect
glorify that
ourselves.
so much, the mob type of thing.
I think in a community where we were policed in a certain way, we definitely had to handle our own. But this was at a time where we handled our own. So when there was actually a community where if somebody did do something, somebody got taken care of. You don't have nothing to do with this. We take care of our own. You know what I'm saying? If it's like the mob rules, it's like we take care of our own. We'll handle it. But if nobody's doing shit, and you know the person that's out here perpetrating, just walking free, the fuck? Like,
I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine Davon's situation. That doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, it depends on how he feel. If he felt like he wanted to get justice, it's like, I'm with you. You feel like you want to go to police, dog? I'm with you.
He actually didn't. Crazy thing. He didn't. He didn't. When the only reason we found out who the guy was,
I ain't mean to say his name. My bad, dog.
it was his baby mom or something knew who the guy, because the guy had been threatening Davon, threatening my nephews. It was a whole thing. And that was like the only reason, but Davon like wasn't saying anything about anything, but they had caught the guy, so it was like, what can you do now? This is who did it. Like, why are you doing this? And my parents made him go to court. So
So he was
how
conflicted.
can we use?
he was conflicted.
He didn't even.
How
He
old
didn't
is
know.
this guy? Young man.
The guy that did it,
No, they not.
30. He was what,
Yeah,
28
I
at the
don't
time.
like. I don't like my parents made him. I just don't like that.
But at the same time,
How?
what was he ready to do? 'Cause
I mean,
they
they
not gonna
didn't
see
make him, but they had a
but they're not gonna
conversation
see
with him. Like,
going-
Davon, what are you doing? Like, what's your whole angle right
convince
now,
him?
fam?
Sure.
Like,
I mean,
they can't make him, but they had a conversation with him. Davon
What
had
would
to
you do?
really come to a realization with
What would I
himself.
do? What?
in that
If a
situation.
nigga stabbed me? I don't know.
I'm smoking.
But the
my
thing is,
truth
he couldn't do
I
anything.
wanna
He
say
got
that,
locked up that
but
night.
once it's different. If I'm got my hammer on right then and there, I'm going to shoot him.
No,
But if I
have
don't,
it,
coming back, now we talking premeditated, now we talking first degree.
I don't care. I'm smoking.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd rather just have a nigga locked up.
I mean, yeah, grown me wants to do that. That's what I'm saying. That's where my energy is. Like, I know that what I would do.
not trying
What's
to
my
do first
response?
degree time.
What my response is, it's just cut and dry for me. You try to take my life, I'm gonna take yours.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
where
that
I get to where I would have to take their life afterwards would be if the justice system fails me. Well, now I have to live. I'm not going to be a person that lives in fear. I can't operate that way.
If you call me
then
and
I'm
told me
gonna
somebody
react.
tried to take your life, I'm gonna smoke them. It's not even a pride thing. It's just
I would
that
tell you,
simple.
wait. I'll talk to the police. I fingered the guy.
It's not really a thing. I don't know. For me, it's just like the way I feel is, you know, yeah, if he gets arrested and you do decide to cooperate, I gotta respect your wishes, of course. And I would never classify you as a snitch for doing that, like you're a civilian.
Sometimes I think it's worse to be in prison
It
than it
is.
is to be dead.
It is.
So what's your angle then?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's just where
I'm
my
still
energy
alive.
is.
I
I
don't
know
even
how I
care.
feel. That's just how I be feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I
feeling is
feel.
a different thing.
Like,
if I were
it's
going
not-
just based off my feelings,
not really
if a
logical.
person tried to kill me, my natural feeling and reaction is to kill that person. However, I gotta live in a world where I'm gonna be judged for killing this person, where there's gonna be consequences.
I know, absolutely.
And not just for you, for your
I have
your kids. Like
I have trouble with with letting go of certain shit. It's like certain shit you're just not gonna do, and that's one of those things.
Trying to kill me, that's
Absolutely.
another level.
Yeah.
That's just certain shit you just.
But if it's handled, it's handled. If it's not handled, then I do my dirt myself. I will make sure I like to keep it clean, as you know.
Yeah, no, but it's black and white for me. But it's just like but again, I still don't look at it like you're snitching if that happened to you and you did decide to cooperate. It's just like, no, you got arrested on your own accord, not because of me anyway. Mm-hmm. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you got yourself arrested? I mean, what else? I don't understand it. If the person's already arrested and I'm cooperating, it's not like I went to the police, I ID'd the person. If the person was already arrested, I would. That's how you know you don't got friends. They not friends. That's not friends.
Yeah.
My friends got riding for me.
Yeah.
If my friends not riding for me,
I'm with your energy.
then
Whatever you want to do.
You're not my friend.
Yeah, it's whatever you want to do.
And that's exactly what the response should be. Yeah,
Agreed.
what do you want to do?
Yeah, it's that simple. Whatever you want to do, because you already know. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a question about it. But at the same time, I just think that whole culture is misunderstood, and it's, I mean, plainly it's ignorant because, you know, it's actually preventing, you know, mothers from, you know, getting their justice for what happened to their, or families, period, getting their justice for what happened to their loved ones.
It's heartless.
It's heartless.
It's heartless. It's just a blatant disregard for human life most times. Even ones you say you care about.
I just can't understand. You gonna tell me you don't snitch, but you ain't do nothing.
But it's cool.
You have no voice for me anymore if you ain't do nothing.
It's like the worst thing you can be called in the streets is a rat, and it's just like so much other shit that niggas be. You know what I'm saying?
So much other shit.
Like niggas be, to me, being a rat ain't the worst shit I've seen niggas do.
But I think that takes a different vantage point to see things. Like how we say cheating isn't the worst thing to be done in a relationship, but it takes a different vantage point. It takes you to step outside of some things to see things that way, and these people don't want to step outside of it. They like existing in their realm.
Can we talk about that too? I had a strong conversation about that too. Like, as far as, I'm just tired of cheating being the only reason for people to break up, like that being the dominating thing.
Yes.
And it's just like, there's so many other dynamics into a relationship, and I think that's the reason relationships don't work, because people don't understand how to work through nothing but cheating. Like, we don't acknowledge anything else but infidelity. We put so much energy in searching for infidelity that we don't even get to know our loved one. Like, for real, like, you know, trust is not about whether or not you out here sucking dick. Trust is about, if I can blindly say, yo, I can trust you with my finances. I can trust you to handle situations a certain way when I'm not around. Like, I can trust you to have my back in certain, like, it's so many different, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I'm just wondering where sucking dick falls on the scale.
What?
That's not the only thing I need to be worrying about. What I'm saying is,
I'm saying, like, if there's a scale of
how the atrocities,
I just wasn't ready.
like how bad this is versus the other one. I'm not comparing. What I'm saying is, I don't want that to be the only thing. Like, that's not the only thing I'm concerned about.
I wasn't prepared for that to be the thing you say.
That's
why he was about to say some prolific shit.
My delivery
Where the
wasn't
sucking
the
dick
best.
fall on the scale. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't even know where sucking dick falls on that scale. But I'm just saying that's not the only shit.
No,
I'm
I'm with
concerned
you.
about with
In the
people
whole
deal with.
scheme of things, I do think there is a scale. Like, if there's 10 things on my list, sucking dick falls
It's
somewhere in the third region. Top tier, top 2 tiers or other shit. If I can't trust you with my finances, we can't be together.
There you go.
Like, it's deal breaker. I can't trust that. There's plenty of things. If I can't trust that, I can't trust you. I got kids. So I can't trust you with my kids. Deal breaker. Like, it's a bunch of things. Sucking dick, I mean,
I'm not just saying something.
we could work through we could work sexual cheating.
I'm just, yeah, there you go.
We could work, yeah, I can understand why people will be able to work through that. I don't know if I can work through financial things. If you're willing to learn, that's different. If you're stuck in your ways not wanting to learn, I'm not sure how we move forward. Cause I can't have nobody fucking on my shit. Not my money.
Not at all.
No, baby, it's not my money.
There's a lot of things that go just above cheating. Like,
Yeah.
I was just having this conversation now. Everything eludes me. I don't know. Everything. It's all literally just eluding me. All the things that come above it. But cheating is. I can't say cheating is not like at the top of my list. If a motherfucker cheats, it's not gonna be like, God, we
What's
need
2 deal
therapy.
breakers? Therapy, wow. What's 2 deal breakers for you, Shay?
This I can speak to. A deal breaker for me is not being secure, having insecurities that go beyond what I can do, shit that I can touch. Like I can understand you coming into something with some insecurities, but if you're not willing to open up about them and build and grow and try to progress past it, I cannot. I will not. I won't. Lack of communication, and when I say communication, I mean all realms of it. Honesty, openness. If I don't have communication, deal breaker. Don't even know how we even got to this point if it wasn't authentic from jump. So those, so deal breakers for me.
Bigger than cheating. For me, so many things. Just so many things. Sex is just not the end all to be all. It's gonna come, it's gonna go. I'm not making it like I want to be upset or something. But it's just like other things will. I feel like sex, if you allow it, it will be a moment of anger, maybe a while of pain or whatever. But finances, child rearing, confidence, your insecurities, lack of communication. That's a chronic, long-term, frustrating piece, and that's going to fucking drive me up a wall.
I could be a faithful liar.
Right.
Like you could, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not breaking a dynasty over a slide. Like it's just not. I just feel like it's absurd. It's a slide. It's fucked up. Yeah. All right. We gotta have a conversation. And some things might need to be put in place or taken out of wherever the fuck they are. But if we done built some shit that's withstood so much more, if we withstood having issues with communication, if we withstood having issues with how you deal with finances versus how I deal with finances, and we get down to you cheating, and that's gonna be the thing? No, I just don't see it happening that way.
Not until it becomes chronic.
Yeah, not
And
until
it's a
it becomes
different
chronic.
thing.
But that's a different thing. And you got some shit going on with you, dog. Like that goes
You
beyond.
really don't want to be with me.
Yeah, like that's that's something entirely different to me.
you out here something recreational.
Yeah, like I have
we ain't gonna do
penis
this on
here. I don't understand. Like,
recreational,
Right.
sucking recreational dick.
yeah, man, if you addicted to sucking dick, that's fine. Just I don't think you should settle down, man. Or just suck the dick that's present.
Yeah, I don't know.
Understand
But no,
why that would be an issue.
I just think there'd be so much stuff going on in relationships that we just kind of glance over, and then we just latch on to these situations.
And then that's where it all breaks down.
All we talk about is cheating.
But I also think that the fact that we latch onto it plays a part in it being such a big thing, because all these other things could be transpiring. All these other things that could be worked on, could be better, are transpiring while we're focusing on this thing not happening. That we think that if this thing happens, all of it is because of this thing. No, you just didn't pay attention to everything else. So now this is the only thing that you've seen for all this time, and
now you notice it.
Yeah, precisely. But you just pin it under this. This is now just your umbrella for whatever reason.
No, I agree. But yeah, I forgot even what prompted me to even speak on it. I think it was an article I read of some shit. Or it was a situation I was kind of looking at. But it was just like, and I'm just the narrative is just getting overblown for me, and just people be having so much energy for it, and I just be like, shut the fuck
yeah,
up.
people exercising, cheating demons out of people. Like, it is too much. Like, let's take a break here, okay?
Right. And
There's a cheating demon.
As a man,
it was one of popular pastors and they were exercising, cheating demons out of people.
As a man from the faithful male community, we just got inducted. We've been inducted in recent
religion
years.
has you making excuses for your behavior.
Say that again?
I said when religion has you making excuses for your behavior, you are the demon. There is no
That's what I'm.
sex.
So why did you?
I just don't.
Why did you commit to the faithful male community?
All right, my truth is, I was pursuing we're gonna call it polygamy, wasn't working out. And I kind of just was like, all right, well, this is how it's going to have to be. I'm being...
I was not ready for your answer.
We're hitting this with some bombs today.
I was not ready for that answer just now. But go ahead.
I'm being the whole truth.
Oh, my
God. Try to choose to be right now.
Oh, man.
It's like if you're going to be with
I was not
somebody
ready for that shit.
in the society that you're living in, this is what they expect of you.
All the land type thing.
So
so you
caved in.
Yeah.
Is it so? It's
I
not
made
your
a
Isn't
choice.
it caving?
I made a choice.
I was about
you
to
made a
say, be
choice. You
mindful
made a
of
choice.
your fucking words here, fellas. Okay?
Did you? No, because
For your sake.
Is that your true desire for yourself? That's what you wanted for yourself.
I mean, it was a combination of things. It was that I was seeing the polygamy thing wasn't working out as I wanted it. The women were there, but the bringing them together and a family utopia thing was not happening. That shit was not happening.
The logistics.
The
of it.
number of women was not the problem. It was bringing them together for more than just a threesome. It was like, let's all really do this family shit. I'm like, preaching? Nah, shit wasn't working. I don't got the juice, I guess. I can't start my own cult. But then it was just like, all right, well, what do I want? And I defined what I wanted. Then I was like, all right, well, if I'm not, what is the point? Why am I fucking all these chicks? I had to keep asking myself that. The point of me fucking all these chicks was to get just a bunch of different experiences. Because after a while, it was just all about experiences. And it was like, well, I can create. As long as I have a woman who's willing to do these things, then I can create all the experiences that I feel like I need. And I was like, all right, well, if I can get that, then fuck it.
I feel you on that. So you settle for just.
So I identified what I needed
And-
in order to be faithful, in order to be not faithful, but in order to be with one person, and I found that.
I like that.
You settled?
No.
Yeah, this is kind of
I chose.
Yeah,
I made a decision.
Get you all.
No, I made a decision. No, I didn't mean settle like in a negative way. I mean like you settled for.
Not your
Is
choice.
settled?
I made a
Is
choice. You made your
settled?
choice. I made a choice. So I just know it's chaotic. Women, for me, are headaches. There's always some shit that's going on. Sorry.
No, I'm not
But a
like
chick
that.
want to call you and tell you about her day. You gotta dance and juggle these hoes and try to give everybody equal time and try to, balance your time between women. And you got, situations that don't understand situations ain't always convenient for them and, all that shit. That, for me, is exhausting. Dealing with multiple women is exhausting.
It can
So
be.
having a polygamous situation, and I'm sorry, but chicks be too much. You need one woman that you can devote your energy from, that you can say, I care about your issues. Everything else, non-existent. And you can't balance those two worlds no more. Like, I used to have energy for it, but now I don't have any patience. So for me, I like my peace. I like not having to turn my phone on the face down at night. I like not being questioned. Well, I still get questioned.
Yeah, not having to
even
think.
when I'm not doing shit. But still, it's just like I like having that peace of mind to say I'm not doing shit. Like if I say I'm doing my podcast, I'm actually at my fucking podcast. Like I don't have to cover my tracks. I don't have nothing to worry about.
Peace of mind.
That peace of mind. And as far as sleeping
Why
with
would you have
multiple
to
women,
cover your tracks if you were single and just dealing with a bunch of people?
no. What I'm saying
You talking
is,
about him savages.
yeah,
No.
but not even just
But
that.
polygyny and polygamy. it's
Getting
not
women, he
side.
just said, getting women to accept that is a headache in itself. Like,
Listen,
listen, Women
So
are.
why do you have to?
Women are
Because you wanted
traditional.
certain things. of
You're
women.
not. It's a
Disney
rare.
has
It's a
these
rare
women truly believe
tradition.
it should be one to one.
This day and age.
I know, but like,
Like you're not
there
gonna
are
find
women that are okay with.
Shay, where they at?
On the internet.
But how many of you encountered in your life?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. On
What?
the internet.
How many women do you know personally that are okay with polygamous situations?
No,
Even
I
the
mean
ones who I've
I'm
had
not
say
saying
they were
polygamous
okay,
situations. Like,
no, really.
I mean that's a different ball game. Like I don't know if I would necessarily. I just wouldn't want to do it. Like why the fuck do I have to do this? Like can't we just fuck with each other how we fuck with each other? You fuck with her how you fuck with her. Why we gotta do this shit together? Like I don't want to do that. Dumb nigga.
Because solidifying our unit.
I don't want to have a unit with you. Honestly, I just
See,
want
man.
to.
There we go.
There you go.
Rock
You see
how
that
I
energy?
rock.
You see how you got? Exactly. So imagine you having 5 bitches with the same energy.
5 is a lot.
No, not even. But that's not. I mean, I'm in a
Give it
different
2.
space though.
Give it
3.
I
is a
don't
lot.
want that energy. Not that I don't want that energy with you and somebody else. I don't want that unit with you. Like this is a real casual vibe. I don't want to do more than
But what if you
that.
do want it with this guy? But this guy is like,
I got it.
I want this with you, but
You,
I also
Jennifer,
want it with her.
Jasmine,
And
listen,
yeah, it's ball game for that.
and
It's ball game.
what?
I don't-
You're
I
not
don't-
gonna do it, right?
I don't want it. No.
Exactly.
No. It's ball game. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, it's rare that you'll find some women that are willing to get down in those type of situations. So we have to kind of say, all right, listen, you gotta make a decision.
Yeah, we're always
So
gonna
what
look
do
on
you
the
want out of that?
Well, I love women. I will not deny it. I'm not ashamed of it. I love fucking women. They come in all shapes and sizes, different colors, everything. I like them to explore all the shit. Like a fucking pack of a Starburst. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sometimes you
Skittles.
want red or Skittles. Taste the fucking rainbow. You know what I'm saying? You could just want to eat red Skittles all day. And red is your favorite, you stick to red and you throw all the other ones in the trash. That's cool. But when we walk out into this world, some niggas look at that Skittle bag and say, I want to try purple today. Or the yellow look delicious. I'm gonna try the yellow. And the orange ain't really my flavor. I don't like orange too much. I ain't fucking no more orange. But at the end of the day, that variety is enticing to some people. You know what I mean? And looking at the idea of eating red Skittles every fucking day, the monotony of it, it's just like, yo, it's a little bit scary to know I'm only going to be able to eat these fucking red Skittles. So for me to commit to that,
I hear that, but
is this
that's
like
not
hard?
the question that I'm asking. Like I understand that being in a monogamous relationship is
no, it's not hard. But what I'm saying is the decision to get into one is just like.
also understand
you gotta
that.
wrestle
I
with
understand that. Again, that's not the question. My question is, if you have the opportunity, never mind. I feel like you guys answered this a while ago. You just
What?
don't feel
No,
like
say,
playing
say,
this
say,
headache.
say.
If you have the opportunity to have that variety on a consistent basis, without
You get cavities.
I know what you're saying.
like why fuck it up in my opinion with trying to
Once you have a kid,
bring it all together.
once you have a kid, if you do the single father thing, you start craving having.
A family.
Mm-hmm.
I think
So
the family
family
dynamic
dynamic
is
is
important
there.
too. You don't want to throw your family in it. And I do see niggas gambling with their family every day. Like some niggas is fuck it. I'm just throwing it all to the wind. That's just not me.
But it's not. It's
I value that. I value having my family. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to lose my family. Not for no fuck.
And that's what it be. It's like, is it what is it really worth?
It's not worth the fuck.
And that I'm probably gonna be like, that wasn't special. Like nothing that I was.
But selfishly,
hoping
yes,
for.
you want to taste the fucking rainbow. You want to eat every fucking Skittle in the bag. But
For me,
that
it's
Skittle
not
does
about
give
the
you
variety.
security.
For me, it was like, in my mind, I saw this tripod, and we all support each other. And when I'm not able to support A, then B is able to support A, and when I can't support B, A is able to support B, and I'm able to support A. Like I'm like,
but it only works for you with 2 women. Like what if it was she wanted 2 men?
we can talk about that.
That's what. It's another thing.
Energies need to be tapped. That's all I'm saying. Like,
energy is always kept,
energies
and I
need to be
support
kept.
that, and I'm glad you said that. I also want women to feel comfortable with exercising their right for variety, because
Sure.
women feel so constricted sexually because of what society has placed on them, and not be able to express themselves
Thanks.
freely in a sexual manner. And I don't like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to the slut walk, but at the same time, I do support a woman's right to choose who she wants to sleep with and who she wants to bed, and to be comfortable in making that choice. I'm not going to shame you for that, but just know, at the end of the day, if you can live with that, like, you know, you sleeping with, and you got a guy that can live with that, I'll support you. We have to be open to the fact that humans in general, our general nature is not to be with one person. This is something that we have.
And it's not to be with, like, have a group of 3. Like, it's an openness to
It's
it.
more, yeah. This monogamy thing is only, we're talking,
This is
a few hundred years old.
This is a construct, though. This is not just something that we're.
No, I'm saying it's not meant to just be with 3 either. Like, if you shift it to not one person, okay, then it's going to be 2 people, but it's still a construct nonetheless. It's still a space that it requires barriers.
I know, but that's why all barriers are getting broken so much. This is what I'm saying is the frequency at which people cheat is the natural thing is to be with multiple and interested in multiple people. And we're fighting against our nature by being monogamous, and that's the reason why it's so hard for people to do it. Monogamy would be easy if it was natural to do it. It takes work.
No other animal really does it.
Monogamy takes work.
There's very few other animals that do it.
And we underestimate that. And we don't
that
give people.
my trail just FYI.
I'm trying to keep a straight face this whole time. Like, hopefully this shit don't hit me. But
I gotta take a smash soon.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm being very honest today. If you haven't noticed.
The idea of monogamy
I think we all are.
is just taking work.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah.
That was a big step.
I was like super proud. I was like, am I gonna lie or am I gonna just say it? And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking say it, man.
You're in good company. Everybody at this table.
Everybody at this table, but
everybody has had to do this.
The internet.
Then there's
Pull the tongue. The piece of hair off your tongue.
Watch this one.
God.
I don't know.
My mom watched.
All right, we're trying to wrap, but I'm asking, how much do you care? I know you don't want to know, but how much do you care about your daughter's consensual and safe sexual activities when you get to that stage? I'm 50, my daughter's 30. I don't know how much I really.
How much do I care?
Yeah.
You said I don't want to know.
Of course you don't want to know. I don't think any parent really wants to know details of their child's sex life. But I'm thinking like,
I want to make sure she's not.
If you heard
your
daughter ate some ass, would you be like, I'm kidding. Like, would you be upset? Yeah, I don't think I'd be upset.
When you tell me,
I think I would regret having known that.
If you tell me you're intimate with somebody, that's it.
Yeah,
like, that's just whatever y'all do within the bounds of y'all relationship, y'all sexual relationship is y'all business.
That ain't really drink off one cup no more.
Yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying. I get funny with shit like that, but it's just like at the end of the day,
fucking kiss everybody on the lips. Like, come
on. No. I'm talking about. I get funny with shit like, you know what I mean. To be funny, you can't drink on my cup no more. I get funny with shit like that. But it's just like at the end of the day. I mean, everybody's doing it. I mean, this is just
everybody's doing it. That doesn't make it okay.
So you gonna let?
For me, what makes it okay is
so you just. I'm assuming
people find pleasure in it.
Everybody do it.
The pollen in the trees do it.
You pass blunts back and forth.
Yeah, I've definitely had. Make no mistake. I know that I'm not kosher. Yeah. I know all types of things.
I think we shared a vape before.
Have crossed this lip. Plenty of times.
Yeah.
All types of things have crossed these lips. I'm not. And that's why I don't kiss my kids on the lips. I know the shit I've done. I'm not trying to be the culprit of passing that.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I don't even encourage people to do what I do. I just tell whatever pleases your partner, go for it. If they're not into it, don't do it. But
what if it pleases your partner to stick her finger
to the knuckle?
You don't know that, to stick her finger to the knuckle of your ass.
That doesn't
just to the first knuckle.
That's a boundary.
Well, to the second knuckle.
That's a boundary.
But it pleases her.
But it doesn't please me, so that's how.
What if she came to you and said, "Clarence, this show please me"?
Yeah, so please you.
You want to be owned, don't you, baby? Let me own you tonight.
How about we bring a bitch in here that like that? Would that please you?
No, we're gonna bring a nigga in here that likes that.
All right, go get a nigga that can do that.
And you gotta watch.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
It just need to be kept.
Yeah, I was trying to play, but hey.
No, you gotta be careful. If she
I'm
want to
with
bring a
you.
nigga to the football,
I don't know that I can watch.
She can't play. Listen, you can play the game, but you don't want to play with me.
I don't know that I can watch or participate.
I wouldn't-
I
I
feel
wouldn't
like,
watch
but
that
you
shit,
was
though.
mainly because you just
I wouldn't
being
watch that
petty.
shit. I wouldn't watch it. I couldn't. Yeah, of
I don't
course. I
think
can't
I
watch
could.
my girl commit a sexual act with another guy. And that's just in general.
That's-
But if she wanted to do it,
it's not.
but if she wanted to do it, I do give her.
That's not what.
She's at
I feel
liberty.
like
to
that's
do it.
bizarre. Like
To not want to watch?
you.
I can't watch my girl.
I want to watch it get pounded out.
I can't.
No, I get that. I
That
mean,
shit
I
break
get
your
it, but
heart.
I just feel like we just have these. We oftentimes
Shit break your heart.
Story
That-
out.
we
that
shy
break my
away
heart.
from.
I
We
don't
like
think I
try
can
to
do it.
shy away from things that we know are like scientifically proven. Monogamy is not natural. It's not a natural thing. But then we have these monogamous
Expectations,
notions
yeah.
like that we kind of
We get
live
jealous.
by.
We get
And
jealous a
it's-
little bit.
Definitely, I think for me, it's definitely it would be jealousy. It
Listen,
would be insecurity. It would be a bunch of different things.
I don't want to think about my imagination to do it enough. Pretty much. Like,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. My imagination
my
would
whole
probably
thing,
torture me
I don't
enough.
know. Like, I
I
know
want
what
to know
I
because
be.
I don't want you to just do it.
I know what I do to
Talk
you.
to me.
So if another nigga is doing that to you, I know how nasty you is. So I don't want to think about it. But
I
if
gotta
you are
think-
doing it, I just would rather not know.
I gotta think that the sex is
I don't
going to be
concern myself.
different with somebody else.
That you're not comfortable with. But then when you get comfortable with this nigga,
Well, no. What are we talking about? Getting comfortable? How many times are we allowing this to go down? This
I
is
don't
not.
know.
This is not our new norm.
You don't know. It's not your business. I'm just talking about.
That's why we gotta make rules.
Yeah.
How many times you get to sleep with the same partner?
Yes.
Y'all go together if y'all. I mean, after 5 times y'all fuck, y'all kind of go.
All I'm
together.
saying is,
like,
if,
it's something going on here.
what I do say is keeping
Yes.
and keeping the
Y'all
same
kind of go together.
And
You
keeping
know,
the same
y'all
energy,
set shit up.
communicating,
and
she's
keeping the
gonna
same
know.
Y'all know
energy
your
down.
schedule.
Yeah.
If
How
you giving
long
him,
is this
if you
happening?
giving him
Good
some of that
frequency.
pussy, you need to be giving him some of these headaches you give me
Yeah, you
Please
that
keep it
same
equitable.
all the time.
across the board.
But that's not what he's
The bitch-
here for.
You get
He's
on my
here
nerves.
to lay the pipe.
That's why it's the benefit of being a side nigga that far
Exceeds,
surpasses what it is to be the main nigga. Because the main nigga got to deal with the bullshit. The side nigga,
I
get
love
the
being a side
privilege
nigga.
and fun. The side nigga, I've always had fun being the side nigga. Being the main nigga is stressful, nigga. Sorry, but
All right,
you got to deal. You got to figure out who tricks.
banana pill.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, quick.
This is how
One
we're
more
gonna
finish.
Real quick, real quick.
Can you?
Defining some terms. Ray, you want to go since you
Yeah.
like to drop the most?
All right, so slipping on a banana peel. When we say that,
So
that does not
give
mean
me-
you're
give us
out cheating
origins.
on somebody.
Give us this
All right, origins of slipping on a banana peel is I didn't intend on getting some pussy.
What I'm saying is, let me interrupt you. So back in, it had to be college.
It was a college.
We got into talking about falling into some pussy, and from falling into some pussy came slipping on a banana peel. Go.
Does that mean you're cheating?
If you got a girl,
No. What I'm saying
what are you
is,
talking
Daryl, where you at? You're supposed to meet us at the jump. My fault, cause I slipped on a banana peel.
no, I could be fucking my. I'm fucking my girl. That means just means I fell into some pussy. That means I didn't plan for it.
Okay.
That's unplanned.
So it doesn't
unscheduled.
mean
I
that.
didn't intend to go get.
So
some
when we
pussy.
talked about this originally, it came up in a
In cheating
conversation of
situations.
cheating.
Yeah, but that's not just the
That's not the one.
it's a general ass term. You can slip on a banana peel.
You
and fall some pussy.
slipping on a banana peel is something unexpected happened.
Yeah, like-
and what we use it is unexpected sex.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it's just
That
like,
makes sense.
Yo, I planned on meeting y'all here, but I ended up
That's
fucking
clear.
with
But
girls.
hey, man, I'm not gonna go out if the pussy's right here with you.
Right.
It's
It's
just
just like,
come get it.
and it's just like niggas never. You can't be
Nobody's
mad. I don't
judging you.
blame you. Nobody's judging you. It's just like nigga. I slipped on banana peels. Like
Okay.
we get it. You know what I'm saying?
Next time, all right.
That's
So it can be cheating, but it's not synonymous
It can
with.
be.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's not
Yeah.
synonymous with cheating.
Fully
That's
understand.
Not the only use of it. But no, it
Every
was
jacuzzi
fully
is a hot
missed.
tub. Every hot
Previously.
Just the whole thing, but it was because of the conversation that
I know.
slipping on a banana peel
But
came
that was
up
the
in.
reason it was just like, do I gotta define this shit? Or
Yeah,
do I
because
have to,
I get where I get it.
Yeah.
I had to
Because
define
for us,
it.
it was true. It would be like an accident. It was
Literally.
truly times where you accidentally had sex.
Like, yo, where the
I
fuck is
did
that?
not come
Where's-
here
where's-
with any
where's
of this, and it just went
I
this
just
way.
I don't even, because we'll go down a rabbit hole. So, I don't understand how you can accidentally have sex.
Oh, why?
I'm unclear on it. I'm unfucking clear. Y'all looking at me like I got 2 fucking heads. I don't get it. Explain, niggas.
No,
It's an accident. It's like, all right. For example, I go to who I thought maybe she was a friend or just an associate. I go to her house to do something, get something, whatever, and it almost goes down like a porn. The reality is when we are saying we slipped on a banana pill, it's a surprise to us. Obviously not a surprise to the other person. Or when I call it an accident,
it's a surprise. It's not an accident. I think
when
that
I'm
you're
calling
using
it
that loosely.
when I'm calling it an accident, it was like
cool. I'll accept that, but this accident shit y'all gonna let die today.
You saw my penis or I saw your vagina, and it was like, oh, well, hey, you might as well just try it out. And it was an accident. We didn't plan it. It wasn't even. Nobody knew it was going to happen. Not you nor I. There's no setup. It was just like something happened. It was like,
I slipped and fell with some pussy. That's it.
We weren't in
you
our
know what?
minds.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it. When you bring in this accident narrative, dog, it does not work.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
you know how 2 cars just crash. Somebody obviously wasn't paying attention.
somebody got out of the lane and
boom. Dick on vagina. And
No.
then dick in vagina.
No.
No.
It's not an
So,
accident.
Shay, you ever went?
I want us to be clear. I've literally
You ever been
never
around
been
somebody?
in a situation where.
You didn't intend to give up some pussy, but you ended up fucking.
Here's
her?
a
No,
great-
absolutely.
Did you slip on the banana
I
pill?
understand
That was
the slipping on a banana pill part of things, guys. All I'm saying is, stop antagonizing me.
We're not
But then you're antagonizing me.
Here's another
with this
example. Here's a real
accident
example.
shit.
All right, go ahead.
Here's a real example. Here's an accidental fuck. Plenty of times, especially in college, we would wind up group sleeping. Like, we was out of town or somewhere, whatever. We wind up sleeping in the same room. A group of people, male and female. I happen to be a person who sleeps naked.
I'm about to fuck this up. Go ahead, though.
So if I roll over and my dick winds up on your back and butt, and then she started, scooting it back.
That ass.
You know what I mean?
She
Scooting it back.
I'm in there, slipped.
And then my dick slips down
Yep.
because now I'm hard,
Uh-huh.
and I go in you. That's
Okay.
an accident.
Yep. You know when it stops being. Do you know when
and
it
you
stops
push it
being an
back some
accident?
more.
Do you know when it stops being
When
an
it stops being
accident?
an accident? After the 3rd stroke?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
All I'm
Let's
saying.
kill it. Let's just kill that accident shit, please.
All I'm saying is when it's not planned. And
You're slipping on a banana pill, right? I understand that. I get everything you're saying, okay? All of that shit I get.
you just don't want it to be an accident.
Because it's not, guys. It's not that I don't want it to. It's not that. It's because it's not what
You know
I
why-
want.
you know why it's an
I forgot
accident?
it was a group sleep
Why is it-
situation.
No.
No.
You know why it's an accident? Because I was supposed to meet up with them.
Right.
And I didn't. I intended to meet with y'all.
I'm
So that's
sorry.
an
But I
accident.
accidentally.
I wasn't paying attention to my plan.
That's an accident.
And I ain't mean to stand
I'll
y'all up.
allow that, but what you're not
I
going
ain't
to
mean to stand
do,
y'all up.
I'll
But
allow
you
it
gotta
in the
understand,
court,
man.
Your Honor. But you're not going to say that the act itself is the accident because it is not.
Oops, I did it again.
Oh my God.
Because sometimes for a guy, I'm
Yep.
sorry, I'm bullshitting. But the first 3 strokes is like, oh, what's going on?
Oh,
here?
I'm delirious.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I know what's happening.
Let me bust
No.
you down real quick.
I'm
No.
lying.
No.
No, but it's
That's
still.
The act is not the accident. I can.
No, the act is not an accident.
No, okay, I can understand that. Damn, I was supposed to meet up with the boys. This was an accident. I get that, but you're not gonna call the act an accident.
No, the act is never an accident.
No.
But you
Okay.
slipped on the banana peel before.
Yes, I slipped.
I don't want to say
never.
never. I'm just saying not like that.
What?
It's never an accident.
I don't say it's never an accident. Sex can be an accident.
The full you get to the point of
No,
ejaculating.
the sex wasn't an accident.
The come one obviously wasn't.
The
initiation of sex was
initiation
an
was an
accident.
accident.
Okay.
Starting point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that, guys. I'll give it to you, okay?
Alright.
But I done already gave you my guidelines. That after that 3rd stroke, you can't call it an accident no more, okay? You can't.
Pump, pump, pump.
7 is really the number because
What?
Because he's just being
7
an
strokes.
asshole right now.
We used to do that. That's what popped in my head.
No.
What?
We would say, so once upon a time, we would play Truth or Dare.
Oh,
And
no.
and we would
Don't-
dare.
7 points. I
We
remember.
would dare girls that let us get 7 pumps.
Oh.
And it was always a
Nigga.
trick because
You know what?
It doesn't.
528 Schaefer was some good fucking times.
It was a setup.
We-
If she's gonna tell you to stop at 7 pumps, then
Yo,
you probably
I remember, yo,
do a good job.
one time somebody went into savage mode, right? So 7 pump joint happened, and
Why was 7 the number?
I don't know how we got to that number.
Was Lucky?
yeah, it was. That's how you.
I guess it's like
That's how we surround
after
the
7
groups.
is like you give 7. You give. Oh yeah, because we used to talk about how we were gonna do it.
Yep.
You'll give the first 3 slow,
And
then
then-
yo. Because once you start beating it, she gonna
She gonna like
keep going. Yeah, it was a thought behind it. I can't like it was a random number. It was a
He said,
thought.
man said this some wild shit.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Hopefully nobody that went to IUP with us, school with us, know.
Hopefully they all listen. Validate our shit because we don't be lying.
Yeah.
Get it
Some of y'all can give y'all
Yeah.
testimonies. Y'all was there.
This one time, Ray had me bent over the bed. Daryl was in the room. He put his penis in my mouth. I said it's okay. Put down 20 years.
We used to have
Like
condom.
for
Listen,
it.
we used to have condom,
Yeah.
condom rack on the wall, right?
That became the thing.
So the rumor was that after we smashed the chick, we would hang the condom on the wall
Retarded.
and keep counting the chicks.
Who
It was the
would
opposite.
hang a used condom
Who?
on
Right.
the wall?
That's weird. It was the opposite. It was the amount of condoms that was missing. Is how we kept counting the women that we slept with because we had like 200 condoms on the wall, but it was just like a pack, like the variety
Was
pack.
this is somebody's house?
No,
No,
it's
that's
our
just a
dorm.
dorm.
Oh,
You
it's
just get
college.
popping in the
No,
dorm.
drama parties, motherfucking sleepovers, quote unquote.
Now we're in college.
College was the shit.
That's what I worry about. Oftentimes, I want my child to really, not my child, just people to have the experience that I had. But then I'm like, everybody shouldn't be living like that.
Yeah, we was living rough. We was living wild.
Fast and dangerous.
We was living wild.
I'm saying.
That was like cause that me as a man now I don't feel inclined to do certain things because
Exactly.
I did so much shit.
Exactly.
So as a grown ass man, it's just like, yeah, I know what it's like. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, going back to the whole monogamy thing, that's also a part of it.
you
Like,
did.
it's like, what is there?
What is there to do?
After a while, it only gets to like, now you're being a weirdo. Not a weirdo. Now you're being a perv. You're like, all right, now I want a fat chick. Now I want a skinny chick. Now I want an old mom. Now I want a young mom. Now I want an Asian chick. And then it's like, now you're just searching for specific things.
New
It's like,
experiences.
what are you
For
doing?
the sake of doing it, it's just weird. As a grown man.
You don't need to do it anymore.
But before I was sure of myself, yes, I needed to.
Absolutely.
Every day. I needed to try
Absolutely.
everything.
Because it's like, I want to do everything.
She
not everything.
judging the shit
I
out
wanna
of us
see
right
shit
now.
I saw
She-
on
I'm not judging
she-
y'all. I'm
she
just
like-
trying to understand.
You never thought about having group sex. Not saying wanted to have it, but even just thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, what would that be about? And that's where it sparks. And some people are like, yeah, I want to try it. And other people are like, no, I thought about it. You know, whatever. It's not for me.
Yeah, yeah. No, I totally get it. I get it. I'm just thinking, like, as a woman, is it this, like, did I have those same urges? Did I need to, like,
As a young woman.
See the face you just made.
Well, you
You know?
wasn't as. But no, maybe you were. You weren't as forward with your sexuality as we were, as far as at that age, at like 17, 18. You
No.
weren't as open with your sexuality. We were hunters.
Actually, I
already.
was.
We were hunters and gatherers.
I wasn't,
Already.
but I
That's a
didn't.
problem.
You gotta think, we've been fucking since we was like 12. Well, I had.
Yeah.
So
I explored my sexuality, but I didn't
you did it later.
need it to. No, I did it really young. I used to, like, I've
Boning.
done things, like, at a young age that probably shouldn't have been done, like,
But you just.
but I had one person to do it with. I was fine with that. I didn't need to have these experiences with all these different people.
Yeah.
So that's like my thought process. Like, did I need to have these experiences?
So once you
Like,
start watching porn, did it make you want different experiences or everything stayed the same?
everything stayed the same. Honestly, everything stayed the same. It was just like,
We were hunters.
yeah.
I was a hunter.
I mean, there's no other word for it.
You know, I was a hunter.
Like,
It makes sense.
proud.
It makes sense.
Like I didn't, cause I remember. So I remember in high school, right? This is what we used to do. We used to,
High school.
yeah, like we used to let chicks play that brother sister game and shit, right? And it wasn't just y'all. It was like chicks outside of school. Like chicks used to play that brother sister game and shit. You're like, what? All right, cool. I can roll with you. By the time I got to college, it's like, oh no, that shit is dead. I'm not your brother. I will fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
And once I stopped playing that game, that's when all hell broke loose. I feel like boundaries were crossed. Some chicks, I did literally slip on a banana peel, and because it was like, well, we used to be brothers and sisters. So that's why to this day, when a chick be like, that's my brother, bitch. Y'all blood, y'all had the same mom, same dad, and I ain't your fucking brother.
Yeah, I
We
actually
gonna cut
never
that
played
shit
that
up.
game. Nobody was ever my
Nigga,
brother.
we was your brothers in high school.
No, I never called you guys my brother. I never
maybe not.
did.
Maybe
I
not.
never did.
Remember. All right, you ain't gotta say it like that though, nigga. We were
But
pretty
because
good.
I just never
Oh.
wanted to play the game. It was a fucking game. It was a gamble. Like, yeah, we're this, but are we really kind of thing. I just
No.
never. It was
I
never
cut,
something
but no, I
I
had to
did.
did
I
that.
definitely knew we were great friends. Like we were tight like that. But I was never.
The brother sister thing is pointless.
Yeah, it was never that for me.
I felt like that was just like not a friend zone situation, but a comfort zone situation.
Yeah, it was a
Like,
comfort
no,
zone.
We can be weird friends, but we don't know how to express it. Just saying we're friends, so I'll just call you my brother and you're my
Yeah.
sister.
No, it was you guys. We were just friends. We were friends.
All right, Sean, anything else?
No, that's it, man.
All right, thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Rants and Tangents Podcast. Remember, the word oxymoron in and of itself is oxymoron. Oxy meaning sharp, and moron meaning dog.
No.
Remember, we're available on SoundCloud, iTunes, Facebook Live usually. Not today for this one, but we will be up on the YouTube. Please check us out on YouTube. Support, and we appreciate your time. Peace.
Peace. Got pissed like a racehorse at the Kentucky Derby with a pull cart behind him.
You can push that